Hi, I am Brandon.
Hi, I'm Natalia, and today we are going to present our project for Micro Teaching 5.
The students displaced by conflict.
Students displaced by conflict in Colombia represent a huge percentage of the people that are traumatized and have to affront different challenges in order to the specific needs and the different environment that they have to affront because the displacement by these people. The main characteristic that this population affront is first the psychosocial and emotional trauma because they represent and they live a lot of violence in their family and they have psychosocial trauma because they don't want to socialize to other people because they feel isolated in the classroom and neither in the new city that they have to stay.
Right now, I'm going to talk about the neuroeducational challenge. One of them is the impaired memory and attention. Trauma affects the hippocampus. It's a part of our body that retains new information. For that reason, the displaced students have the capacity to retain new information because their traumas is still in their minds. As a second challenge in their academic performance is the ability to communicate with others. So the difficulty with these children is that they have passed a lot of traumas and violence, so that difficults their relation with other partner.
In this lesson, we are going to understand and learn what is going to and how it's used. So, for the first activity and the strategy, we are going to teach to the students and make simple sentences with going to. For example, I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be a singer in the future. So they are going to project themselves and we are going to give hope and purpose to the students so they don't have to think about this situation actually, so they have to think in the future how they look themselves.
As a second strategy, we have to ask to the children have to discuss the new traditional, the local traditional. For example, next weekend we are going to celebrate Festival of Barranquilla. Why it works? This strategy connects language learning to cultural relevance, helping students feel more at home in the classroom.
For the third activity, we are going to present visuals and help with the gestures to explain the activity. For example, if I have a bag in the classroom, we are going to take something of there. So the students have to think what I'm going to do. So they have to do a supposition that what I'm doing. So they have to use their realia to the things for represent what I'm going to do. So they only have to think. For example, the teacher Natalia is going to take an apple of the bag, and this is the activity. So they help to the students to motivate the movement and the critical thinking.
Our fourth strategy is using songs and rhythms to reinforce learning. Why it works? Because the music helps us to reinforce the learning, like vocabulary, structure, grammar, tense. So, using the songs can be used to teach. Why it works? Because music reduces anxiety, disperses the mind, and create a fun atmosphere and engage students easily.
And for the last strategy, we are going to implement the art and the creativity. So the student has to create a comic that represents the future plans. So they can imagine themselves like a superhero or maybe like a worker or everything that they want to do. So they have to create and draw a comic, and this strategy guarantee the different skills that we have in the classroom. They learn by watching, so they are visuals, and so others learning by drawing things, so they are going to express themselves and to understand better the topic.
That's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed them.
Thank you so much for watching and use these strategies in your classroom.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.